Gosh! It's a watch from China! Oh, that's right, and in a certain way it's not. And why I don't care? Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Watch Maxie's Watch Videos. My name is Axel and I'm glad to have you on the show. Yeah, well, it's a watch from China. At least it is made in China, and I can already anticipate comments on my video. It's a Chinese watch, it's cheap, it's awful, it's of minor quality, and none of that I can support. It's a watch made in China. Yes, it is, undoubted, but it's a German company behind it, and you have German context. I've talked to the CEO repeatedly, and he has a really open ear to hear my opinion, my view, what I would do differently, what I like, what I don't like, where I see some hiccups. And we had a couple of discussions, and he is really interested to improve the watch rather than just to sell the watch. So he's pretty customer focused, and that's the key difference from my point of view compared to a direct order from China, where you just get a watch but you have zippo influence to improve the watch, to breathe and air your concerns and your view, and that's completely different here, and this is something I really do appreciate. The watch itself, of course, has a design which is well known, and there is no need to tell you which is the role model for that design. But what I really do like is that it's really well made. All these screws are aligned in a perfect order on the very typical bezel. So really well done. The bezel has a diameter of 40 millimeter, flat side to flat side. Lug width is pretty uninteresting since it's a proprietary bracelet. It's a watch of 10.5 millimeter thickness with a AR coated sapphire crystal on the front, and on the back side we have a nice and pretty flat stainless steel case back covering the Miyota quartz movement. A watch with a water resistance of 100 meter, current retail price of 189 euro, and absolutely well made. The links of the bracelet are a little bit stiff and make the watch slightly bigger than it is, but since there are no longer horns, it still perfectly fits on my 17 centimeter wrist, or 6 3/4 of an inch. So it's a pretty nice fit, and it looks great, and it wears really comfortable with the thickness of just 10.5 millimeter and a weight of 101 gram, including the bracelet. What else can I say? It is a watch which is made in China, but I've said that in a couple of other videos. China delivers a really great variety of quality, and for me this watch is a part of the better quality you receive from China. The screw is absolutely smooth, no scratching and absolutely great. Like with all watches I've seen from Miyen, the hands are perfectly set, so absolutely nothing to complain about. And this may be part of the fact that the watch is controlled by a German watchmaker before it is delivered, and the same watchmaker looks into all watches which are returned and complaints to understand what went wrong, what needs improvement, and what needs to be changed to meet the customer's expectation and satisfy the buyer of the watch. I really do appreciate it. And since I've read a couple of comments that you can buy the same watch for a lower price directly from China, I've looked in a couple of those offers and it is not exactly the same watch. Just a few things I would like to mention. The case you can see here has a play of brushed and polished surfaces. Same with the bracelet with the polished beveled edge. High quality fold over butterfly clasp. There is no play in the bracelet. So I'm pretty sure you can get a similar watch, but I don't think you get exactly the same watch with this build quality and the features I mentioned, like the polished beveled edge on the bracelet, the play of polished and brushed surfaces on the watch case, screwed links in the bracelet. So really, really nice one. There is zipper play between the links, and I don't have many hairs on my arm, and I felt no hair being caught by the links. Really nicely done. Unfortunately, what I can't really capture in the video is the gorgeous carbon dial of the watch. It really gives the watch a nice depth and absolutely nicely done, and I really do regret that the video footage doesn't really show how great it looks in reality. A watch for €189. You can get the same watch with a blue dial, and you can get it with rubber straps in 3 different colors with a clasp which allows to adjust the rubber without cutting it and perfectly fit to your wrist. I've read some comments of visitors to my channel who bought the watch, and they said the dial wasn't perfectly aligned and there was a slight misalignment of the dial. It was out of center. I didn't see that with that watch, but maybe I can't identify a 1/10 or 2/10 of a millimeter. And given the price tag of below €200 with the features of 100-meter water resistance, sapphire crystal, perfectly aligned hands, I think it will be really hard to get consistently better quality for the same price range. You may have always a certain variety in the build quality in that price range. Let's look at the watch at night. I mentioned that in previous videos already. The hands are pretty slim, so there is not much place to put a lot of luminescent color. So you see the hands are bright, but they are not so bright that you can read the watch for many hours. The longer it takes, the more I wish that I had a little bit more luminescent color on the hands. However, it would completely change the design of the watch, so it's either you have the watch looking like it does today, or you have more luminescent color, which changes the appearance of the watch. As I said, there is a certain design role model, but the Miyen, in my eyes, has enough points which differentiates the watch from the role model, and that's the indices, the form of the hands, the Miyen logo, the red second hand. So it is not made to be a fake, but of course it is a homage to the original. I'd be curious to read what you think about the watch, if you consider to buy one or already bought one, and what you think about the price of this particular watch. Thank you very much for watching my video. Stay safe, enjoy your watches, and look forward to my next videos. Till then, cheers, Axel.